All right, we are going to stuff the head. The first kind of general stuff. There will be 3 kind of sections to stuffing the head. But first we're just going to do a general stuff. So I've just pulled some cotton balls apart. I'm just going to get them up into the top of the head there. And I do a general stuff at this point so that when I start decreasing these next rounds that I already have this generally stuffed, and then I can do the detail stuffing later on once that's a little bit further closed. But I've found that it is helpful to do a general stuff initially. Now, as you're stuffing SuperKat's head, you'll notice the mouth kind of gets pushed and things get a little bit wonky here in the beginning. Stick with it, hang in there, it's gonna work. And we're gonna do detail shaping a little bit later, and I'll show you how to make that work with the smiley mouth and all of that good stuff. All right, so this is pretty good for just a general stuff. Got it mostly, it's good to just get the top really nicely taken care of there. We are gonna work on the cheek areas and then kind of under the chin and all of that a little bit later. All right, so that's a good general stuff. Let's go on to the next round. Okay, I've gone ahead and completed rounds 16 and 17. Started to close this up. You can see the mouth is kind of being pushed and tugged a little bit down and pushed out with the cotton balls on the inside, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do now is some detailed stuffing. We're gonna get up into the cheeks and a little bit under the chin and just kind of fill this out a little bit. Just, you know, what the pattern already has going on, we're just gonna fill in those areas to help the smile and just the overall cuteness and the shape of SuperKat's head. So I'm just gonna take smaller bits, not full cotton balls, and just work up into the cheeks here initially. And that is written into the pattern, the little bigger cheeks to help with that nice the feeling of a big smile there for SuperKat. I'm going to do the other side as well. And this loop, just make sure to keep that on the outside because that's what we're going to use to continue the rounds for the neck bit after we do the detailed stuffing. Just kind of feel your way around where those little extra bits want to go to help with that shape. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to put a little bit more into the back here. And the dowel really helps at this point to feel where the head needs a little bit more firmness, where there's a little bit extra give. You don't want to overstuff it, but you definitely want to have enough to fill out the shape that is written into the pattern. Put a little bit under here, kind of under where the chin is, between the interior mouth and then here. This is really going to look like it's pushing that mouth out, which is fine right now. I'm going to show you how to handle that. The reason we really want to get this well stuffed here at this point is we're going to be closing this up with a neck part soon, and we really want to make sure this is stuffed well. Now, because we're going to be crocheting a neck bit, and then we're going to be inserting that into the head base, we do want to make sure that we have enough space here in the middle. I actually might have put just a little much in there, so I'm going to take just a little bit out. So you want to make sure everything in the surrounding area is stuffed really, really well, and you want to have enough space there in the middle so that we can insert that neck, the interior neck part, into the head base afterwards. It's going to really help the shape of the head, and it's going to provide a really nice stable neck as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so just make sure that you get a nice area here, a hole here that you can use later to put the neck into. Now look, it's just kind of pushed the whole thing kind of out. We're going to start shaping here with the head, kind of encouraging that stuffing to go out to the sides a little there. And then for the mouth, we really need to shape that in, okay? Really encourage that interior mouth to go in, and then to the sides a little bit up. Out to the sides a little bit up, right? Yeah, bring that back in there. And we'll be doing this a few times. You know, we'll have to do that again after sewing on the head and all of that jazz. But yes, this is some detail shaping, some detail stuffing, and we're gonna go on to the neck part. And, you know, I'm just gonna put a little bit more under here on this side, just a little bit more in there. Yeah, and still keeping that that hole in the middle so that we can put the neck in afterwards. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start crocheting this neck part and meet you back here. Okay, I've gone ahead and completed rounds 19 and 20, which is just single crocheting all around. And now, before I close this up, just want to do a tiny little bit of final detail stuffing, and I can see where I need that just on the insides, kind of over here. Now, it's really important that when you're doing this, you don't close up that hole that we're going to need to put the neck into at the end. So just put a little bit extra right there and a little on the other side. And the neck is going to provide a little extra kind of stuffing as it goes into the head base. All right, I think that's actually pretty good. I don't want to put too much in there, and I definitely do not want to close off that space here. And see, I'm just kind of making sure I have enough space in there to insert the neck at the end once I've closed off this neck bit. Gotta have enough give in there to do that, and we will reshape that mouth once we're done. Okay, great, and that is the stuffing. So let's go ahead and close off this, and then we'll insert it.